Never be royals, royals. There we go. Ringer dinger. And we've got that going. Get We'll never be royals. What's going on, PG? How you doing, friend? Oh, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Wait, that's not how the song goes, is it? I don't know. I don't know if it is. Who else do we have going on here? Pacers, what's going on? Pacers, good seeing you. I thought about you the other day, Pacers. How you doing? I hope you're doing okay. Good day, friends. It's a good day to have a good day. Wednesdays, this is our inner look upon ourselves. This is where we challenge the cards to see inside of us and give us a little direction. Give us a little bump. A little bump in the in the goodness of it all. Hold on. Alright, there we go. What's going on, Herbie? Alright. What's going on? We are dealing out the 6 piles and we're setting ourselves up. We're having a good day today. Having a good day. I hope everybody else is having a good day as well. I've been reading, trying to study these silly cards. But today, we're going to use these cards and we're going to see what they have to say about us. We're going to go deep. I've taken a hard look at some of the things I've tried to introduce, and I don't know if I'm going to do the 3-card thing anymore. I kind of feel like maybe it's getting in the way a little bit. It's a little like, what's the reading about really? Is it about the Celtic Cross? Is it about the spread? Is it about the 3 cards? And so I feel like I'm just trying to use all the cards for some reason. For some reason. What's going on, Sandy? Is that Sandy? What's going on, friend? But we don't really need to use the 3 cards if those 3 cards get in the way of the reading. If those 3 cards kind of like, I don't know, do or don't help. So I think we're just going to go back to the, we're going to go back to just doing the 10 cards. We're still going to do the, rolling into the 10-sided die to see what card we start with, though, with the reading. I like that concept of further randomizing the cards, even after dealing them in the 6 separate piles and then cutting them and so on and so on. I kind of like that idea, so we'll keep doing that, but we won't do the first 3 cards concept anymore. We'll keep the 3-card readings to the 3-card readings. I did a 3-card reading yesterday. Someone reached out to me and said, hey, can you give me a reading? And I go, absolutely. Would love to give you a reading. So they reached out to me at Lobster Talks on Instagram, and they told me a little bit about their situation, and they gave me a question. And then they gave me 2 questions. They both kind of fit together. And I gave the reading. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I like giving people readings. So if you would like a private reading, or if you'd like to talk to me about tarot specifically, such as like, feelings are on it, or if you'd like, to give me some tips or pointers on the show, then feel free to reach out to me at Lobster Talks on Instagram. Let's actually officially start the show. Good afternoon, Vietnam. What's going on, friends? Welcome to Live Tarot and Lobster. I'm your host, Lobster. This is Tarot here. We've got six piles here dealt out somewhat randomly after cutting and so on and so on. So we're gonna roll a die. We're gonna pick one of these piles to go through for our reading. And we've got 2. We rolled a 2. There it is. 1, 2, 3. So the rest of these cards have no. These cards never existed. The rest of these cards, not even once. They have no existence whatsoever towards the situation that we are approaching, which is, what do these cards have to say about us? What do these cards have to say about us? What's going on, Mike? How you doing? Let's go on. Sandy, should, out in the... Hold on. One second. I should have, good, what, soccer cards, bro? No, they're not soccer cards, they're tarot cards. They are tarot cards. Alright. Let's, yeah. Whatever is going on in the conversations right now, let's make sure that they stick to the show. Otherwise, it won't be a part of the show. Let's just keep that in mind, folks, alright? Alright, let's look at what the cards have to say about us specifically. Let's roll the die. And we've got a 3. We rolled a 3. 1, 2, and we've got 3 right there. So there's the start of our show. There's the start of our show. I'm going to get into the reading, so I don't really care about the chat. We've got moderators there trying to make sure that things are 100% legit going on here. So let's keep that in mind. Love you guys. Let's get into it. What do the cards have to say about us today? What's our current situation? What's our current situation? The 9 of Wands. We're drawing boundaries. We're drawing boundaries. We're making sure that that who we are is what we are. That who we are is what we are. We're making sure that there's no confusion about what's going on. A lot of people have their own ideas. A lot of people have, and you know what? Sometimes you got to draw your own doors. Sometimes you got to make sure like the world is as accessible as you need it to be. You know? And so it's about drawing boundaries. The wands are the inner drive, the spiritual drive inside of us. And so we feel inside that maybe we need to protect ourselves a little bit. Well, let's see what the challenge to that is. Let's see what the dare card to that is. How protective of ourselves are we really going to be? Let's check it out. The 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles says, that's quite the investment you're making. The 7 of Pentacles says, it's probably worth it to draw your boundaries. It's probably worth it to maintain your sense of things. It's probably a good investment either way. What's going on, Carrie? What's up, buddy? How you doing, my friend?
Pretty simple.
Nice. Let's keep it going. So we've got boundaries. We've got an investment within ourselves. Let's see what an underlying current to all of this is. Why are we making investments in ourselves? Well, let's see what the cards have to say. We've got the King of Pentacles. Man, oh man. We've made an investment in ourselves, and now we're the King of Pentacles. We're not taking shit from anybody. It's our money. It's our investment. It's our boundaries. Boy, we're really full of ourselves today, aren't we? That's what the cards are saying to us. It's you are your own investment. You're the only one that can protect that investment. And King of Swords says you're King of Pentacles says you control the manifestations of your physical world. You're in control of that. King of Pentacles, let's look this up real quick, make sure that I am not making that up. I'm probably making up majority of it though. Let's go. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. King of Pentacles represents a good manager and watchful of their money without being overly cautious, disciplined, and resourceful. You got this. Motivating the necessity of providing for the family or the clan. So you're growing yourself. You're investing in yourself to help other people. Oh, alright. Possibly. So far, we've got a good investment going on. Let's see what the past offers in regards to this investment opportunity within ourselves. The Five of Pentacles. Money, money, money. The Five of Pentacles. I believe the Five of Pentacles is, we've been making some poor investments previously to where we're at here. Let's look up the Five of Pentacles. Represents the possibility of unexpected difficulties in tangible matters. Maybe someone's been dipping in. It's a little hard to save for other people. Maybe someone's been, hey, you should, offering you some bad advice. No wonder we're drawing boundaries today. No wonder we're trying to make the good choices today. We've got great opportunities ahead of us. We don't want to make any poor opportunities anymore. I like that. I like that. We've made mistakes. We don't want to make any more. We got a great opportunity ahead of us. Let's see what a goal or an aspiration is for this. The Ace of Swords. Great ideas. We got one big idea. Swords are the intellect cards. They deal with the mental aspects of things. And the Ace of Swords is like the biggest, it's like a new idea. It's like a new way of seeing something. Almost a gift. But you got to be able to, it's like your way of seeing things and it's helping you. So, this is all self-motivated right now and I really like it. I really like it. Let's see what the future has in store for us. Maybe tomorrow, maybe coming up until, the weekend. What's a future card have in store for us? A Page of Cups. Page of Cups is more like the, you've got like an innocence towards things. You've got good feelings. Page of Cups. emotional, sensitive, and sentimental. Be a bit dreamy and basically good and willing to help others. There you are with that Page of or King of Pentacles. We're doing this for others. The individual represented by this card is mostly concerned with the emotional side of life in all aspects. He's trying to be happy. Who doesn't want to feel good? Who doesn't want to feel just a little bit better than usual? I know I do. Page of Cups is really hoping. This is like the hope card of the tarot deck. This is like, you're really hoping this works out. You're really hoping that like you're making a good idea. You're making a good, like I think you are. But it's, the Page of Cups is like super hope. It's like the introduction of hope. So, hope. Let's see what we who we are as, who you are as you see you. The querent is what they say in the books. The Eight of Wands. Quick and decisive. We make fast choices. It is Wednesday. A little difficult to keep a little bit of that integrity going on. It seems like we're going to move a little bit faster than usual. Maybe you've got a little bit of anxiety going on. Maybe you're not quite sure of some things and you're trying to see what you need to do. What's the next indicated step? You want to keep going. You're not very good at sitting. Okay? Let's see what the environment is for this reading. We're looking inside of ourselves and seeing who we are and where we're at. The Devil. Got a lot of other options being introduced to us. A lot of doubts going on. No wonder we're drawing the boundaries. Got a lot of doubts going on. Got a lot of like, you don't have to do it. Got a lot of like, bad opportunities also in front of us. We had them right behind us. We've dealt with them before though. Have a good day, Carrie. But we've got some challenges in front of us. We got to make sure that we're making the right decisions. I mean, we can make those decisions. But we got to make the right decisions. Fears and hopes. The Tower. This reading is really turning on us here. This reading is really turning on us here. Who's dipping into our checkbook here? We were financially secure, but then we wanted to make some quick moves, and now we're in the middle of some things, and now we're looking at things are getting a little difficult. Things are getting pretty complicated. We're almost feeling a little bit like, uh-oh. You can work yourself into that, especially with money. Especially with trying to draw boundaries. Like, how much do you have? How much does anybody else want? We got the devil right there saying, ha 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 ha, you're not you. You don't know what you're doing. Spend your money over here. Spend your money over there. Instead of like being that King of Pentacles, instead of like saving up, instead of being the good investor in yourself. You don't want to waste that opportunity. It's a delicate operation, the money is sometimes, especially these days. So we're always on the lookout for making sure things don't go wrong, making sure we got our T's crossed and our I's dotted and our P's and J's and Q's and the rest of the letters in whichever way. Speaking of, the letter H is spelled with an A. Let that run around in your brain a little bit there. The letter H is spelled with an A. Let's look at our final card for our final outcome. We were doing all right. We're drawing boundaries. We're getting a little shaky. We had a little bit of hope. It's Wednesday though. Like, we want to keep moving. Eight of Wands there. We want to strike fast. Where is it that we're dropping off this investment inside of ourselves? Where are we dropping it off at? This good investment, this King of Pentacles investment inside of ourselves. We love setting up little boundaries. We love like making sure we're okay. Even in the face of imminent danger. Let's see how we fared. The Hierophant. We've got the Hierophant. It's the end of the game here. Let's look up the Hierophant. This is our final outcome for the reading. The Hierophant. This is a traditional character. The Hierophant. Traditional. Ethical awareness, inflexibility, a little bit of culture shock. You're probably going to find that you're alone. And maybe these boundaries are going to be the tower that you draw up. You might find yourself a little bit of like, it's not the hermit necessarily, but you're probably going to have to like relearn some things. You know, maybe like go ask for some advice on how to do things. But you're probably gonna like, it'll probably be like, you'll be asking your best friend on how to do things, or some kind of a mentor, some kind of a spiritual advisor. Maybe you're the spiritual advisor. But remember, you got a little bit of hope running around. You're making an investment for other people as well as yourself. You're quick striking. You're trying to avoid the darkness of life. And you know that, it could all come crashing down on you, at any moment. So don't turn your back on a little bit of spiritual advice. Don't turn your back on a little bit of guidance. It's not all about the money. Sometimes it's about the inner drive. Remember, we started with the Nine of Wands. Wands are the inner drive of ourselves. And the Hierophant says, remember that inner drive. Obey it, even, and you should be okay. It's a good reading, folks. Thank you for that. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Love you guys. Let's hug it in. Let's have a good day. Check me out on Lobster Talks, LOBSTERTALKS, Lobster Talks. If you want to talk to me about private readings or such. And I'll talk to you guys soon. So let's get a hug in. We got a hand here, got a hand here. We're going to count it down from 3, 2, after the 1. You too, Herbie. Thank you, my friend. And we're going to count it down. 3, 2, 1. Paige, you have a great day too, Paige. Thank you. 3, 2. You know what? I'm gonna hug Herbie and then Paige and then let's go. Ah, 3, 2, 1. Hug it in. Hug it in. There it is. See, there's the Herbie. See, I've hugged Herbie before, and I gotta tell you, Herbie's got the good hug. Okay, Herbie's got the good hug, and I know that he's always got one loaded from his back pocket. And he's like, "You need a hug, man? I got you. Here you go. Here's a hug." You know, Paige. We haven't quite hugged. It's fine. We've been hugging digitally. It's fine. Digitally? I don't know what that means. This is the weirdest hug. You know when you're hugging and Catzilla, how you doing? And you just start talking and it's like, oh yeah, and then you reach back and you're like, you're looking at him right in the face and you're like, oh yeah, cool. And then you realize you're still hugging and you're like, oh hey, I guess we're still hugging, aren't we? And you're like, yeah, I guess we are. And then you're trying to figure out should we let go? When should we when's the awkward, how do we just keep talking to each other and then it's should we just let go? Okay. And when you let go. That was an awkward hug. And we were let go, but you just keep talking, okay, cool, and then, blah, 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 blah. And then you get that extra hug, right? And then, because you remember that you have a hug. You gave each other a hug, and then you have a hug, and you're like, ah! And then you went, okay, all right, folks, get out of here. Let's go home. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves and each other, or at least take pictures. Bye, Barbo.